po ay maraming salamat kay Mother Manny. Si Mother Manny po ay mother ko siya talaga. Kasi bahagi kami ng isang LGBT org dito sa UP, ang pangalan UP Babaylan. So sila Mother, yung founding member, sila yung nagtatag ng UP Babaylan, yung first LGBT org. So UP, I think one of the first in Asia, no? So, nung panahon na yun, pumasok ako sa UP freshman, at si Mother, isa sa nag-encourage sa akin na maagang magladlad at yakapin ng sarili. No? Kasi imagine, early 90s ito, hindi pa ganito uso ang BL. Grabe pa rin ang stigma at discrimination. Hanggang ngayon naman, pero noong panahon na yun, parang even families, we don't talk about it. Madalas nakakaladlad ka lang pagkagaling mo ng taga-probinsya ka, nag-aral ka ng college sa Maynila, nung wala nayayakap talaga yung totoong sarili mo. And very instrumental yung mga mothers ko sa UP Babaylan. So, yung life journey ko, doon nagsimula. So, yung aking personal activism, yung advocacy, nagsimula doon sa aking kabaklaan. Pero, sa dulo, what I realized is, dahil bakla ako, nasa margins, nakakaranas ng pangutya ng lipunan, nagpapatapang pala yun. So, kaya siguro naging aktivista ako ng kolehiyo. Tapos, eventually, I was elected as the first openly gay of the UP Diliman University Student Council. So, tulong syempre ng UP Babaylan. Ito yung panahon na very homophobic talaga. Naalala ko nung panahon na yan, may mga vandals sa mga poster nakalagay, Percy Kadiri. Kasi yan yung panahon na uso yung Yossi Kadiri campaign ng DOH. Tapos pag tinignan mo, bakit kaya siya Kadiri? Dahil ba't syaka siya? O Kadiri siya dahil bakla siya. Ayan. So, it was really a struggle. Even within UP nung panahon na yan, grabe yung discrimination. Pero natuwa ako that UP eventually embraced their first openly gay chairperson of the Student Council. So, mahalaga yun na to set an example para sa sumunod na henerasyon ng mga LGBT sa Pilipinas. And I'm very happy, a few decades after, he elected his first transgender Student Council. So, pag tinatanong mo sila, sabi nila, ayun Mother, dahil binukas mo yung pintuan, sabi ko, hindi pintuan yung binukas ko, bintana lang, doon na tayo lahat pumasok. And I think this is what's happening now. No? Halimbawa, itong pagpunta ko sa Congress, parang pagbubukas siya ng pintuan, ng bintana, para nang sa ganun, madala natin yung agenda ng mga karaniwang mamamayan. My political life has always revolved around Akbayan. Matagal na akong miyembro ng Akbayan. After college, I work agad sa civil society. Nagtrabaho kasi sa NGO, yung Freedom from Death Coalition. Na ang focus naman noon ay mas economic issues. No? And then later on, na-recruit ako ng Akbayan. Tapos ayun, doon na-in love na ako sa Akbayan. So this is after the millennium bag. Hindi ko alam kung sino makaedaran ko dito. So, di ba naalala niyo sa Ate Reggie nung makiat sa anong hotel nga? Anong hotel yung inakiat? Sa Manila Pen at kumanta na, ano yun? Oo, at saka it's written in the sand. Ayan. So, ito yung panahon na yan. So, I got involved. I was very active mula nung panahon noong era of impeachment, etc. So, that's how I got involved in Akbayan. Hanggang at a certain point, in 2009, I became the Chief of Staff of Risa Ontiveros. Actually, 2007. So, prior to that, magkakilala na kami ni Risa. Tapos, when she was on her second term in Congress, and this was the time that they were planning to run for the Senate, sabi niya, Percy, I want you to be my Chief of Staff. So, eventually, noong 2010, when we finally ran, I was the first campaign manager of Risa Ontiveros. So, alam mo naman natin yung journey ni Risa, di ba? Very MJ Lastimosa, Elia Worship. So mahalin ng 2010, natalo, lumaban ulit ng 2013, tapos finally nanalo ng 2016. So I was the campaign manager ng first and second try. So the first try, she was number 13. Konti na lang. And bagitong-bagito ako na as a campaign manager. And as a political organizer. So, after that, na-appoint ako sa National Youth Commission. So, I became a commissioner ng panahon ni Pinoy. Pag tinanong ko yung aking younger self, halimbawa, if I ask myself noong 90s, magtatrabaho ka ba bakla sa gobyerno? Parang unimaginable yun for me. Pero when that time came, nung panahon ni Pinoy, na ito yung panahon ng reforma, ganyan, sabi ko, this is a good time to work in government. So, I became part of NYC